Okay, good morning one and all. In this video, we are looking into data mining concepts. Here, the agenda is what is the data mining? Mining in the sense retrieving the interesting pattern here. What are the data mining functionalities? And then the classification of data mining system. And then data mining tasks and primitives. Here, major issues in a data mining. And then data mining applications. Here, the first thing here is what is the data mining here? Data mining in the sense data mining is an extraction of interesting patterns, interesting pattern or knowledge from the huge amount of data. Here you have a some doubt here is there. Here what is the knowledge, what is the extracting the interesting patterns or knowledge in the sense what is the knowledge here. You have some idea about the data is a facts about the people and then different things. Here data explains the raw facts. For example, employee data consists of employee number, employee name, and then salary information. Processor data, that means you will arrange the data in a particular order. That means that's maybe a table order or something else. Yes, knowledge here is there. Knowledge means get that means uh, interesting information. That means human required information. Required information you call it as a knowledge. Here what is the data mining in this case? Here extracting the interesting pattern from the huge amount of data. That is called here data mining. Here there is another definition is that the process of discovering the interesting knowledge from the large amount of data. Here from the large amount of data, retrieving the data, retrieving interesting patterns from the large amount of data, that is called here data mining. Here what is that information, the large amount of data stored in a databases and data warehouse or other information repositories. Here the databases stores different tables. The modern databases stores the images, um, images also will store the images. Here data warehousing is huge. That means data warehousing consists of huge amount of data which is used to store the huge amount of data which is coming from different sources. That is called here data warehouse. And then other information repository. What is a repository in this case? Here repository means it stores the definitions, some of the representations of data. That is a, that means the it which stores a metadata in the sense data about data. That is a repository. Here other one here is a data mining. In the data mining process of that's another definition is the process of extracting the non-norm valid actionable information from a large data. Here this is a some information about the data mining. From the our definition you conclude that here getting the or retrieving the interesting pattern, retrieving the knowledge from the large amount of data. That is called here data mining. Only retrieving the large amount of data, that is a data mining process. Here the data mining process consists of that. Here in this case our agenda here is a what is the data mining, the motivations of data mining, why data mining is important, the evolutions of database technology, and why data mining. And then KDD process here, knowledge discovery from the data or databases. That process here KDD in the sense knowledge discovery from databases. Here architecture, the architecture of a data mining system. What is an architecture, what are the different steps in the architecture, what are the components of data mining system. And then data mining on different kinds of data. Here you are performing the data mining in the sense retrieving the retrieving the knowledge from the large amount of data or retrieving the patterns from the a large amount of data. Here that means the data mining, which type of data you are performing data mining techniques on which type of data, that indicates the mining the kinds of data. And then other important thing here is a data mining techniques. And then top 10 algorithms are there for performing the data mining. Here what are the top 10 algorithms? And then data mining tools, what are the different tools here? Data mining tools, vector tool, and then different data mining tools are there. The application areas for the data mining. Finally, I conclude that the application areas for mm, data mining. Here, this is a agenda of today's session. Here, I think you have some idea about the data mining. Here, data mining also known as a knowledge discovery in a databases. Knowledge discovering, that's called here KDD. Here, decision support system. Here, that means I also call it as a decision support system. Here, data, that means different information is there. Data analysis, data pattern analysis. Here, business intelligence. Here, this is a some information. Here, data mining. Already, you know very well about the data mining process. The definition of data mining here is a extracting the knowledge from the huge amount of data. Extraction of knowledge here. Here, KDD process is there. KDD in the sense knowledge discovery from the databases. Here, KDD process. What is a KDD here? KDD is a process of automatically searching the large volume of data for the pattern. Automatically searching here. That's called that process. You call it as a KDD process here. Knowledge discovery. Here, for the knowledge discovery, you have a different steps are there. Here, that means we have a some data cleaning process is there, data selection process is there, and then the knowledge discovery data mining is a you introduce the one of the step here, the evolution of pattern and then representation. That is a KDD process. That means the KDD process consists of step by step, one different steps here. Here, the one thing here is a here data mining applies many older computation techniques from the statistics, machine learning, and pattern recognition. And then the motivation of data mining here. Here we have a some motive. What is the motivation here? And then why data mining is important here? Why data mining important in the sense here our data, our real world consists of large amount of data. Here you will identify the everywhere data here. Here main intention of data mining here is a that means data warehousing and data mining is a where to store the data, how to retrieve the, how to process the large amount of data. The main intention how to retrieve the data and then how to process the large amount of data here. Here these are all some of the important things here. The evolution of database techniques, database technology. Here this is a evolution process here. In 1960 data collection and data creation is there. Here before in the 1960 everywhere you are using a file management system here. Here everywhere file, the file in the sense collection of records here. That means record in the sense you are taking as a particular row. Here everywhere you are using the file. Here file management system has some drawbacks here. Here the drawbacks in the sense duplication of data is there. The file, that means duplication of data, that is a one drawback. In 1917 there is a relational data model. Relational data model, that means here elimination of some duplication of data in this model. Here 1980s RDBMS, relational database management system concepts came here. And then 1990s data mining, data warehousing, multimedia databases are there. Here data mining, extraction of data, data warehousing process of, that means to it stores the data warehouse stores a large amount of data. Here you are retrieving that kind of data from the different sources. Here you will integrate the different sources of data in one place. That's a data warehousing. And then multimedia databases, video files, images, the audio files, that kind of data here. In 2000 stream data management and web databases are there. The integration with the data mining and data warehousing with the web mining databases, that's a big data analytics. Here 2010 10 onwards, here we have a evolution of big data analytics. Here why data mining here? Why data mining in the sense here real world data always consists of real world. What is the real world data here? That means every day. For example, if you take the Facebook data, if you take the Twitter data, if you take the Google data, that means every day the generating the large amount of data. Your data size may be before that GB data. now generating the TB data, terabytes of data, petabytes of data. Now after 10 years, every day you will generating the petabytes of data. Here the info, why it is important here, here you have a large amount of data is there. The main data mining concept here is how to store, how to process the data. Here what is a way processing the data, and then what is a way retrieving the data. That means what is a way retrieving interesting pattern or knowledge from the data here. Here that means that information here, too much of data and too little information. That means too much of data is there. That means, for example, if you take the banking data, in the banking data, what is knowledge here? That means I need to know about the minimum transaction, min transaction, last 3 transactions I want to know. But here banking data consists of n number of accounts. From the n number of account, I want to know the my account. From the my account, here I want to identify the little information in the sense last 3 transaction of data. That is a one of the thing for introduction of data mining technique here. And then this is used to extract the useful information from the data and to interpret the data. Here further, that means what is the need here? Data mining here, it is used to extract the useful information. The data mining techniques here, if you take the clustering techniques or classification techniques or association mining technique here, whatever may be the technique here, that extract by using the technique you will get the useful information and present that information. That is a thing here, presenting that information, and then analyze the statistics of population data. Analyze the statistics here. Here in the 1920, what is the population? And then in the year 2000, what is the population of India? And then in the year 2020, what is the population of India? Yes, that means that kind of analysis. That means you can analyze the statistics of population. In this way, you analyze the statistics. Here, that means to analyze the stock market data. The stock market data, for analyzing the stock market data, here you will use the decision tree technique. Here, ID3, iterative dichotomizer, and C4.5. Here, like that, different techniques, classification techniques are there. And then predicting the future stock prices. Here now, what is the, for example, Geo, what is the price of today's? And then you will, by using this data mining technique, after 2 days, or where is the price, you will predicting that kind of information by using data mining here. And then here to analyze the statistic of bank transactions. Here statistics of bank transaction. Here risk management, that means fraud detection. Risk management, here if you give the loan to the particular person, it is a risk or safe. That kind of information you will calculate. Fraud detection, who is a fraud? And then like that you will performing the statistics of bank transaction. That is a here, that means that is a thing here. That means statistics of other data here. And then that means to analyze the statistic of defense data. Here a statistic of healthcare data. Here this is a, that means in all cases here you are using the data mining techniques here. Here any kind of data mining techniques. Here clustering, classification, and then association mining, like that. This is a, that means the need of the data mining here. Here knowledge discovery process. Here what is the knowledge discovery? Here that means knowledge discovery in the sense interesting. KDD process. KDD stands for knowledge discovery from the databases here. Here what is the KDD here? Here KDD in the sense automatically searching large volume of data for the pattern. Automatically searching here, that is called here KDD process. Here KDD is a process of extracting the meaningful knowledge from large databases. Here same information here, meaningful knowledge here I am telling you. Here data mining in the sense, here extracting the knowledge from the large databases. Here KDD process in the sense extracting the meaningful knowledge from the extracting meaningful, that means automatically searching the large volume of data. and then KDD also known as a data mining or decision support system. Decision support system or decision support system. Here, the knowledge discovery process include data cleaning, data in. That means this is a some certain process here. It includes the data cleaning process. Cleaning in the sense removing the unwanted data, or removing the unwanted data integration. Here, combining the multiple sources of data, data selection. Here, extraction, data selection in the sense extraction of data, data transformation, transforming the one type of data into understandable format of data. Here, data mining. Here, data mining in the sense getting the interesting pattern. That means that pattern evaluation technique, and then the presentation here. Here you will discuss next slide. You will discuss about these concepts here. Here, the data mining KDD process here. This is a KDD process. This process is called as a KDD. The data mining is a step in a process of knowledge discovery. The knowledge discovery, this is a one of the process here. Here, that means finally you will find out the knowledge here. Here, the first thing here is a different sources of data. Difference from the, that means databases data, flat file data, and then some other sources of data. Here you are retrieving the, that means that kind of data here. Here comes to here. Here the data cleaning process. Here what is the data cleaning process here? Data cleaning in the sense here real world data. That means you are storing the data in a data warehousing. You are storing the data in a data warehousing. If you want to store the data in a data warehousing, that means you are storing the data from the different sources of data. That data, the real world data, it consists of inconsistent data or incomplete data, noisy data, noisy data. That means you should perform in the data cleaning process here. The data cleaning process, here. Here, what is the data cleaning process in here? The data cleaning process, removing the noise and the inconsistent data, and then incomplete data. That means to fill the incomplete data information. That is a the knowledge discovery. First step here is a data cleaning process, removing the unwanted data, removing the repeated data from the data warehouse databases. Here, that is a data cleaning, and then data integration here. Here, what is the data integration process here? That means where multiple sources may be combined here. That is the thing here. The data integration process here, here you are having the data integration here. How can you perform the data integration process here? You are combining the multiple sources of data. Multiple, that means you are combining the multiple sources in the sense data warehouse data, databases data, and then some plant files data, some other kind of data, raster scan data, like that, different sources of data. That means combining the multiple sources of data is called as data integration. Here, data selection process here. Here, where data relevant to the analysis tasks are retrieved from the databases. Here, you are getting the tasks are retrieved from the databases. Here, data transformation. What is the data transformation here? Here, performing the some of the operation. That means a normalization technique or some operation. Based on the operation here, you will transform the ordinary data into user or human understandable data. That's called here transformation. And then data mining technique here. Already I explained about the data mining techniques here. Here it is a process where intelligent methods here. You are applying the intelligent method. Any clustering intelligent method, or that means intelligent method in this is a machine learning technique or artificial intelligence methods. That means artificial intelligence in the sense automatically done the process. Here, intelligent methods are applied in order to extract the data pattern. That is a data mining here. Here, the pattern evaluation here. What is the pattern evaluation? Here, to identify a truly interesting pattern. Here you will identify the truly interesting pattern here, and then representing the knowledge based on some in some, that mean interestingness measures. Here, that is a pattern evolution. Finally, knowledge presentation. Here, the here what is the knowledge presentation? Presenting the knowledge here. That means you are retrieving some knowledge, you are retrieving some data. That means here nothing was there. The data is similar to information. Information is similar to knowledge. That means you identify the differences here. Similar to knowledge here. Here the visualization and knowledge representation techniques are applied to present the mind their knowledge to the user. This is a knowledge discovery process. Once again repeat here. Here there is a knowledge, different data sources are there. From the different sources here you will perform the data cleaning technique. After that you are performing our data integration process, and then you will store that information in the data warehousing, and then you will perform the data selection process. From the data selection process, here data mining, that means task relevant data. That means you will get the task relevant data. After that pattern evaluation, here graphs. In the pattern evaluation you will perform the graph in a graph or bar chart, like that. After that you will presenting the data. That is a different steps in a knowledge discovery. Here architecture of typical data mining. Architecture, in the sense, what is the architecture here? It's consists of some components and then services of data mining system. Here the architecture of typical data mining system explains the some components as well as the services. Here data mining, you know the data mining here. Here discovering the interesting knowledge from the large amount of data stored in a databases or data warehouse or other information. Here architecture explains about the what are the components, what are the services of their components, the components of data mining system. Here what are the components? Here you have a 6 different components for the data mining system. Here one thing here is a databases, data warehousing, WW or other information repository. That means from this repository you will retrieve the data here. Other thing here is a data base or data warehouse server. Here other component here is a knowledge base, data mining engine, pattern evaluation module, and then user interface. Here this is a the typical architecture, the architecture of evaluation system. Here what is the databases? Here the databases from the, that means there is a databases are there. Here these are all databases. Here data warehouses, and then world wide web, other repository. You will retrieving the data from the other repository into database or data warehousing server. Here that means before that you will performing the data cleaning, data integration, data selection process. Here that means before storing into the data warehouse server, here we will perform the data cleaning process, data integration process, and then data selection process. Here that kind of information. Here what is the databases data? These are all data cleaning and interesting techniques may be performed. Here data cleaning technique and then interesting technique may be performed. And then second important here is a database, data warehouse server. Here what is the necessity of data warehouse server? Here you have a data warehouse server is there. What is the necessity here? Here the necessity of data warehouse server here is a fetching the data for the users. Here fetching, getting the data for the users. Here there other important one here is a knowledge base. Here these are all domain knowledge. Here constraints, metadata. Here that is called here knowledge base. Here third component in a data warehouse architecture, data mining architecture, data mining system. The data mining system, the it is a domain knowledge. Here these are all domain knowledge, constraints or metadata. Here the data mining engine, the fourth component here, data mining here. These are all functions. Here that's the consist of association, classification, and then pattern evaluation module. Here these are set interesting patterns only. Here pattern evaluation module, here evaluating the pattern. Here interesting, that means setting the, that means identifying the truly interesting pattern. That is a evaluation. That means identifying the truly evaluation information. And then user interface. Here this user interface visualize a pattern for data mining query task. Here data mining query task, this is a architecture. This architecture that means architecture explains the different components here. Data warehouses, before storing the data server, data cleaning, data integration, data selection process, data mining engine is there, and then knowledge base, pattern evolution, and then graphical user interface. Finally, graphical user interface here. Here, this is the architecture of data mining system. Here, this is a process here, and then other important one here is a some of the disciplines of data mining here. Here, that means where you applying the data mining techniques, the disciplines. Here, statistics, that means machine learning, pattern recognition, algorithm, other some of the visualization, some these are all some of the other disciplines of data mining here. Here, other important aspect here is a data mining on different kinds of data. Here, which kind of data you are performing the data mining? Here, you are retrieving the data. From where you are retrieving the data? From which sources? From that. That means here I can explain the what are the different sources of data are mining here. Here, your different data sources are there here. Here, one is the relational databases, another one is the data warehouses, other one is the transactional databases, other one is the object relational databases, and then other one is the temporal, and then sequence, and then time series databases, and then spatial databases, and the spatio-temporal databases, and then text databases, and the multimedia databases. That means you are retrieving the interesting pattern from these kind of databases, and then www, World Wide Web book. That means you are also retrieving some data. For retrieving the data here, how can you retrieving the data? Relevant data, you may retrieving the relevant data. You may retrieve, that means in the relevant data here, precision, and then some of the other techniques are there. And that is a relevant data here. Yeah, what is a relevant data? How can you perform the relevant data? That is a data mining on different kinds of data. Yeah, that means the first important one here is a relational databases. You are mining the data from the relational databases. Here, what is a relational database? Relational databases in the sense the collection of their tables having the unique name. The collection of table here, each table. That means what are the different collection of tables here? That means relational databases you will form in a kind of table here. The table consists of, what is the table here? Table in the sense it consists of rows as well as the columns here. Here column you call it as a attributes here. Here the rows, the particular rows here you call it as a tuple here. Here what is the tuple? What is the information? Each table consists of attributes, and usually store the large set of tuples here. That is in that kind of data. That means you are performing the data mining technique from the tables. That is a information. The second, data warehouse data. Here, data warehouse data here. Already you know the data warehouse. Here, if you store the data into the, that means you are storing the data from the multiple sources of data. Here, that data may be persistent data. That means you cannot performing any changes onto the data warehouse. That means you will perform in the read operation, not a write operation. Here, that is a data warehouses. Those are all called as a data warehouses. Repository of information collected from the multiple sources stored under the unified schema. Here, data warehouses constructed. That means how can you construct the data warehouses? Here, for constructing the data warehouses, you will use a data cubes. Here, data cube stores the multi-dimensional data. That means different dimensions. The dimensions of data. Dimension. Here, how can you represent the dimension here? Perspective. The perspective. Here, for example, a entity. Sometimes you may consider as a dimensionality here is an entity or attribute that is called here this that is a interesting that you call it as a, that is a data warehousing constructed via process of data cleaning technique, data transformation, data integration, data loading, and then some of the other techniques are there here by multi-dimensional databases. Here, for example, sales. How many sales transaction in a December month? Here, that is a, I want to know how many sales transaction. Here, sales indicates the sales. Sales is a fact table. Already I explained that kind of fact table as well as a dimension table. Dimensions table and then fact tables are there. The fact dimension in the sense is perspective. It stores the perspective information. For example, employee data to store in a dimension table. The sales transaction fact table here. The central theme, which consists of central theme. Other important one here, which of many agent has highest amount of sales. Here, that kind of information data warehouses data. Here, other one is a transactional databases here. Here, files which stores the each record. Files which stores the each record as a transaction. That includes the transaction ID and then items here. Here, best example supermarket. If you go to the supermarket here, one person, that means Rama is a one person. He will buy some item. Here, for example, the transaction name, I am consider the transaction ID. Each and every person having the transaction. Transaction ID is a T100. Here, the list of items bought. That means that person buy the list of items here is a, it's may buy potatoes, it's may buy tomatoes, and then you may buy cucumber. Like that, you will buy the n number of items here. Here, those items here, those items, n number of items. That means you, that is called here transactional databases. Here, up-to-date information. The transactional databases stores the up-to-date information. Here, that means supermarket data. The data consists of transaction ID. That means list of items. That is called here transaction data. Here in the transactional databases, we will performing the association mining. The transactional database leads to association mining. Association. That means relationship. Here, how can you perform? That means you, later you will discuss about the what is association, what is association mining, what are the algorithms for performing the association mining on transactional databases. Here, that is a next. I can explain the that kind of information next classes. Here, that is a transactional databases. Here, you will retrieving the, you will perform the mining techniques on transactional databases. Here, object relational databases. Here, object here. Object, when you represent the object here, instance of a class. Here, class description set of objects. Here, that is a that means the class consists of attributes as well as the operations here. Here, that is a each entity is considered as an object here. Variables represents a attributes and also it involves the operation like a get apply ID. That is a object relational databases. Here, the consider, that means some examples are there about the object temporal sequence and time series data here. Here, weather pattern, stock exchange, stock market exchange, sea level prices, and then banking center. This type of data is called here temporal sequence and time series data. Here, spatial databases and spatial temporal databases. Here, how can you represent spatial lines? Here, if it comes to the computer graphics related information, the spatial database consists of computer database. That means you will performing the mining techniques on that kind of data, pixel data, vector data, scalar data, and then raster data. Here, that type kind of data, you will performing the data mining techniques on that kind of data. And then text database and multimedia databases here. That means which type of database? Text data, web pages that consists of some text, multimedia databases, audio data, audio file, video files, content based retrieval files, ATT, and then heterogeneous databases and legacy databases here. Here, combining the data from the relational databases, network databases, hierarchical databases, multimedia databases. This is called here the combination of some other databases. That means the combination of data from the relational databases as well as the network databases. The combination of data from the relational databases, hierarchical databases. The combination of data from the hierarchical databases and then multimedia databases. This is called here heterogeneous databases. You will performing the data mining techniques on this heterogeneous database. And then data stream, network traffic, video surveillance, stream data, sequence data, weather monitoring, data. Here we will perform this type of streaming data. Here for streams, data stream. That is another one. Here is a world wide web data, web content mining, and then web based selections, and then link mining. Here this is a some information. That means in all kind of data you will performing the data mining. Here that is a information data mining on different kinds of data. These are all different kinds of data for performing the mining technique. Here data mining techniques. So that means next you will discuss about all these concept here. Association. They are here next video. I can tell you the what is an association, what is a classification, what is a prediction, what is a clustering. Here that is a, and then what is a web mining, and then what is the graph mining, what is the outlier analysis. I can tell you the all kind of information. Here data mining, these are all data mining techniques. Here association, a relationship between a for example, um, buying the bread, automatically buying the milk. That is what is the relationship here. That is the association, a relationship between two different items. Here association mining always apply on a transactional databases. Yes, the classification, you're grouping the data, you're grouping the data based on the classification. How can you group the data here? Here based on a class labels. Here you will perform the classification. Here in this case, here you will have the decision tree techniques are there, navy bayesian classification techniques are there, rule based classification techniques are there, and then different classification techniques you will apply here. And then predicting, that means regression, one of the techniques for the prediction. Here I can tell you, I can explain you clearly about what is the regression. So for example, y equal to mx plus c, y equal to ax plus b. That means if you know the x values, automatically you will be predicting the y values. Here best so many examples are the clustering techniques. Without class label, you will performing the grouping, you will perform in the some of the operation, grouping operation on data. Here for example, k-means algorithm, k-medoid algorithm, and then some of the different algorithms are there. That means practically I can explain these different algorithms. And then web mining. Here different data stream mining, web mining, multimedia mining, different mining techniques are there. I can explain later about these mining techniques. Outlier analysis. Outlier, that means a outlier in the sense, what is an outlier here? A thing that is not relevant to the cluster. Any item, any object, any object that not relevant to particular custom, particular cluster, or particular group. Here grouping in the sense similar items in a one particular group, or similar items in a cluster. In that cluster, here an item, the particular thing not relevant to a particular data, or particular object not relevant to particular cluster, that is called here outlier. That means how can you perform the outlier analysis? That information you will I can tell you later about the in the next concepts. Here the top 10 algorithms are there, the top 10 data mining algorithms. Here machine learning and C4.5 machine learning algorithm. The decision tree or some other clustering. In the clustering, that means the machine learning in the sense learn machine automatically without any human. That means supervised learnings are there, unsupervised learning. In the machine learning, unsupervised learnings are there. Yeah, this is a classification C4.1, and then k-means algorithm, clustering, support vector. Here a priori algorithm, applicable on the association mining. So a priori algorithm, that means some of the algorithms are there. These are all naive Bayes algorithm, CART, classification regression tree algorithm. This is a one of the classification algorithm. Here naive Bayes classification algorithm. Navigation, k nearest neighbor, important algorithm. That means I can explain later about the one by one. That means what is a C4.5? That is a top 10 algorithms in a data mining. Here data mining algorithms, here classification algorithm, some of the statistical learning algorithm, association, FE growth algorithm, association, link analysis algorithm, clustering, k-means algorithm. Yeah, this is a the data mining tools are there, different tools. Here where I can explain some of the by using data mining tool, Vector tool. With the help of Vector tool, that means R is a one of the tool, and then these are all data mining tools here. I can explain clearly about the Vecca as well as the R tool. Here process of involve, that is a process here. These are all data mining tools here. The this is something about the data mining. That means data mining tool is a Vecca. These are all different data mining tools. 3.7.1 Vecca. That means nowadays advanced version came. Rapid miner, R programming, R programming. These are all different tools. Application areas here. Here, what are the application areas for the data mining here? Here, the application area: financial data analysis, data mining in a retail industry, telecommunication industry, biological data analysis also. You'll find that means where you are using the data mining techniques here: pattern recognition, and then banking and finance sector, healthcare, here e-commerce sector. Here, this is something about the data mining. Here, data mining functionalities. Data mining functionalities are data mining patterns. Here, mining the, that means how to mine the pattern. What are the ways for mining the data mining functionalities? Here, what is the data mining functionalities here? The data mining functionalities are used to specify the kind of pattern to be found in a data mining task here. Here, the data mining functionality include discovery of concept or classes description, association and correlation. This is a data mining functionalities. Here, the functionalities always include the identification of concept, the concept, and then hierarchy, the concept. Okay, data mining functionalities. Here, the data mining functionalities includes the discovery of concept or class description, associations, and correlation, and classification. This is a data mining functionality. Characterization and discrimination are the form of data summarization. Summarizing the data, for example, in the database management system, the Oracle will summarizing the data. Will use a aggregate functions, aggregate function, average, sum, account, like that for summarizing the data. Here you have a different functions are there. Here for summarization of data, you will use a different functions here. That is a characterization and summarization. And then the data mining can be classified into descriptive data mining and predictive data mining. Here different views lead to leads to different classification: data view, knowledge view, method view, application view. This is a some information, some tasks as well as the different views of data. Here the data mining functionalities and kinds of patterns they can discover concept or class description. The concept or class description, the concept here is the data, the identification of data, data information. That is a concept. The class description, the characterization and discrimination, and then mind the frequent pattern and association and correlation, and then classification and prediction. Here you will know about all these things. Here the concept. Here what is a okay? What is a concept or class description? The summarization. Here that is a characterization. What is the characterization here? The summarization of data of the class under the study. Here often call it as the target class. Here the summarization of data, that means you will get the data, that kind of after summarization you will get the data, that is called here target class. The target data, that is a summarization of data. Here for performing several methods are there for summarization of data. Here for summarizing the data, you will take the mean, median, mode, range, quartile deviation, and then variance, and then standard deviation. These statistical methods, are used to perform in the characterization of data. Yeah, not only these methods here, some of the OLAP operations and the data warehousing data mining technique here. I explained about the OLAP, drill down, drill up, and then some of the operation, slice, dice, and then pivot. These are all different operations here. Here we will use a one particular OLAP operation, roll up operation. Roll up operation used to summarizing the data, roll up operation. And then some of the other important one here is a attribute oriented induction, attribute oriented induction methods. to performing the summarization of data here. Not only those information here, attribute index methods, some of the methods, pie chart, bar chart, and then multi-dimensional data cube. These are all used to summarizing the data. That means the most thing here is summarization of data, the summarization of data of class under the study. Here that's called here target class. And then other important one is a data discrimination. Here, what is the data discrimination here? Comparing, by comparing of target class with one or set of comparative classes. Here that's called here contrasting classes. Here comparison here. Comparison of target class. That means you will get the result here. Result is in the sense aggregate value or average value. The value you will comparing with the set of different classes, contrasting classes here. That means, for example, average, that the average student some x is comparing with the other average student value. That is called here discrimination. The comparison here, that is a discrimination process here. And then mining the frequent pattern association and correlation here. Mining the frequent pattern here, frequent pattern here. Pattern is a repeated data information pattern here. Frequent patterns are patterns that occur frequently in a data. Here, the frequent pattern leads to frequent item set. Here, if you go to the supermarket here, one item is there. For example, tomato. Tomato, a number of persons buy the tomato repeatedly. For example, milk and bread. Milk and bread. That means to total transaction, under transaction, among the under transaction, 60 transaction will buy the milk and bread. Here in this case here, that item set is called as a frequent item set. Here a set of items that frequently appears together in a transactional data set. Here set of items are there, that is called here frequent item. Here association rules. Here what is the association rule here? The association rule are used to predicting the customer behavior. Whether this particular person, that means buying the items or not. That's called here association rule mining. Association rule here, that is a thing here. Association rule contain a single predicate that refers to a single dimension association rule. Here association rule that consists of more than one attribute or predicate refers to multi-dimensional association rule. This is a something about the other way. So concepts are there. Here, data mining functionalities and kind of patterns that you can discover the concept, and then characterization and discrimination. The characterization in the sense summarization of data, discrimination in the sense comparison of data, comparison of result class with all other classes. Here, mine the frequent pattern association and correlation. Here, that is a simple information, and then the correlation here, the statistical. The correlation is a statistical measures here. Here it is used to identify the relationship between different items in a data. And then this is a classification. Here another important one is correlation and then classification techniques. Here these are all classification techniques here. Here the classification techniques, classification and prediction. What is a classification? What is the necessity of classification? The classification in the sense grouping the data by using class labels here. Here, how can you perform the classification here? First, there is a training data is there. That means the training data. Yes, the training data. Here, classification is one of the supervised learning techniques. Supervised learning technique. Here, a student can learn with the instructor or teacher. That kind of learning we call it as a supervised learning here. Here classification is one of the supervised learning here. In this classification, here the training data set. The training, you are giving the training data set to the algorithm, the classification algorithm. The classification algorithm produces some rules. Here, these rules are called as a model here. That means the classification algorithm always, that is called here one step here. The step here is a learning stage. And then other step was first step here. What is the first step? Here the classification divided into two steps process here. Learning stage as well as the classification stage. Here in the learning stage, what is the learning stage here? The training data set. The training data set will give to the class algorithm, classification algorithm. And the algorithm produces a different kinds of rules here. Here these rules are called as a model or simple model here. Here next stage, classification stage. Here the testing data, you will give a testing data to the model are different rules that produces a result. Yeah, whether that means that is a classification. Is in the classification, decision tree is a one of the techniques here. Here that means the classification rules. Here association. These are all association rules here. A explains about the different association rule. Age of X youth and income high, then it belongs to the class A. Age of X, and that means I don't know about the person X. Age of the first rule indicates that age of X is a youth and then income is a high, then he belongs to class A. That means this rules for the whether particular person by the computer or not. And then other rule is here is a that means class A, and then age X youth and income low class B, age middle age class C, age senior class C. Here this is a way of different rules, and then based on the rules here, B explains about the decision tree. Here what is the decision tree here? Here decision tree is a classification technique. Here what is a decision tree? The decision tree consists of root node as well as the internal nodes as well as the leaf nodes here. Here the root node or internal node. The internal node explains about the test, some kind of test that is represented in a rectangle boxes. The internal node and root node represented in a rectangle boxes. Here it indicates the test on a data. For example, age what? Youth or middle age or senior person. Then you will identify the income here. Income what? That means here the coming to the leaf node here. Leaf node indicates the particular class of the data. The particular class here. Here high income high class A, income low class B, and then it is a age equal to senior or class C belongs to class D based on this one. And then neural networks are there. One is a classification techniques here. Neural networks. By using neural networks here, you will apply the classification. That means class A, class B, class C. This is a classification. This is about the supervisor learning technique here. Here, this is a classification. Is a process of finding a model or function that describe the data classes or concepts. Here, predict some unknown or missing numerical value. That's a prediction. A regression is one of the best techniques for the prediction. Here, other one is a clustering analysis here. Here, clustering without class label here. Here, the clustering is a unsupervised learning here. Here, the clustering technique, unsupervised learning. What is an unsupervised learning here? Without instructor, student can learn something without instructor. That means you are not involvement of instructor or teacher. Student learn. That is called here unsupervised learning here. Here, here you performing the some of the clusters are grouping the object having similar properties. Here, you whatever may the object that have the similar property, you will group those objects here, maximizing the intra-class similarity and minimizing the inter-class similarity. And then outlier analysis. In the clustering here, data object that does not complete the general behavior of a data. Here that not belongs to, but the data object, a particular data object. Object here is a treated in the database management object here in the data set a row. Simply think, remember that one, a row data object that does not belongs to the particular cluster. That's called here outlier. Here evaluation of analysis describes and models the regularities or trends for the trends for the objects, and then whose behavior changes over a time. That is a some of the information. And then classification of data mining technique. Here, what is the classification here? What are the different data mining tasks can be classified into two functionalities. One is a descriptive data mining, other one is a predictive data mining. That means task characterize the general properties of data in a database, And then predictive task perform a interface on a current data in order to make a predictions. And then the classification, that means descriptive data mining, best example clustering, association rule discovery, sequence pattern, and then predictive data mining, regression, classification, and deviation of detection. Here other some multiple disciplines of data. Here different views leads to the data classification. Here data view, knowledge view, method view, and application view. Here data mining system, the classification of data mining system, classification according to kind of knowledge, classification according to the first classification here is a classification according to kind of database mining. Which type of databases? Here I already explained the different databases. Here I explained 9 to 10 databases for performing the mining. And then classification according to kind of knowledge mining, knowledge. And then third classification according to kind of techniques utilization, the classification according to the application adopted. Here these are all different kinds of classification mining. Here other important thing here, classification according to kind of mining. What is that one? Already explained these concepts here. Classification according to kind of mining. Here a third one and fourth one, data mining primitives. Here data mining task can be specified in the form of data mining query, here which is input to the data mining system. Data mining query is defined in terms of data mining primitives. Here data mining query language, that is called here DMQL, can be designed to incorporate these primitives, allowing the use of these primitives for specifying the data mining task in the form of data mining query. Here those are all primitives classified in 5 types: task relevant data, knowledge type to be mined, background knowledge, pattern and interestingness, as visualization of discovered patterns. Here data mining predictive and descriptive classification. The predictive mining task, predict what are the predictive mining task: classification, regression, time series analysis, and then prediction. And then descriptive mining, clustering, summarization, association rule mining, sequence discovery. Here already explained that concept. Here time to be mined, what kind of here primitives. What are the primitives for specifying the data mining task? Here task relevant data, knowledge type to be mined, background knowledge, and then pattern, interestingness measures, visualization. It is a primitive for specifying the data mining task. Here in this way, here task relevant data, here knowledge, that means interesting pattern evaluation, and then background knowledge, and then pattern interestingness measures, and finally visualization. That means already explained this concept clearly. The kind of knowledge to be mined, characterization, the task relevant data to be mined, databases. That means different kinds of data, databases data, data warehousing data, like that different group of data. Kind of knowledge to be mined, characterization, discrimination, association, classification, prediction. And then background knowledge to be used in a discovery process. Here the concept hierarchy, that means schema hierarchy. For example, concept hierarchy, for example, country, state, and city, and street. This is a hierarchy process. And then this is some background information. Finally, interesting measures and threshold for a pattern evolution. Similarity, you will identify the similarity, rule and decision tree size, and then certainty, utility, and novelty. The expected representation or visualization and discovery, or the different forms of representations are there. Major issues. Here what are the issues here? Here different issues are there. Data mining is a challenging or problems. Major issues in a data mining here is a mining the methodology, mining the user interaction, performance issue, discovery data, and different issues. These are all different issues for represent data presentation or processing is a big issue for both mining and data warehousing. Here, these are all major issues in a data mining. Mining the methodology. Which method you use? That means which method you required for performing the methodology. User interaction issues, performance issues, issues related to the discovery of data types, application and social facts. Here, these are all different issues. Here, mining the methodology issues here. Mining the different kinds of knowledge from the data types. Here, that is a issue here. How can you mine? How can you, what is the way, how can you mine the different kinds of knowledge, and then performance. Here, what is the performance? In the performance, that is the one issue, identifying the performance of the different systems, efficiency, effectiveness, scalability, and then pattern evolution. The pattern evolution in the sense, identifying the truly relevant knowledge, truly knowledge, that means interestingness problem. That means incorporation of background knowledge. Incorporation. That means one of the other issue is a identification. The combining the background knowledge, handling the noise and incomplete data. The another one issue here, handling the methodology mining process here. How can you handle the noise here? Noise in the sense variance. Here, noisy data is having some unwanted data. That kind of data, how can you handle? Incomplete data. Here, for performing incomplete data, how can you handle the incomplete data? Incomplete data in the sense some missing values are there. Here, how can you incomplete data? How can you process the incomplete data? There are so many techniques are there. Sometimes you will take the mean mode median. With the help of mean mode median, you will fill the incomplete data or unknown values. With the help of like that, you have some other kind of data. And then parallel distributed and incremental mining methods. Here, parallel distributed, parallel methods, the parallel, incremental, the integration of discovered knowledge with the existing one. That is a some information methodology issues, user interaction issues, data mining query language. That means interaction, the interaction, data mining query language, a DMQL language, and hook mining. That means how can you get that results here? Expression and visualization of data mining result. Here, presenting the data. That means at the time of finally identifying the knowledge by using different steps, data mining step, data cleaning step, data evaluation, pattern evaluation. After that, knowledge mining is there. That means how can you presenting for example, for that is one of the issue. Expression and visualization of data result, in interactive mining of knowledge at multiple levels of abstraction. This is a some different issues for data mining. And then some of the performance issues are there. The performance issues include efficiency, which system works effectively, comparison, scalability. Scalability, the changing the size, you may low size or high size. Scalability issues, the parallelization of data mining algorithm. Yeah, these are all some of the issues. That means these are all performance issues related to the this uh, diversity of data types. Yeah, data types mining, that means handling the relational complex types of data such as space, radar data. That means handling the relational data in the sense that's not a problem here. Complex type of data, relational data in the table data, complex data, space data, radar data. That means handling that kind of data here is a data type here is a have some problem. Mining information from heterogeneous databases and global information. Another one is the application of social impact here. Here, domain specific data mining, invisible data mining, and protection of data security, integrity. These are all different issues. How can you? That means you don't know about the how can you handle that kind of issues here. These are all different issues. And then applications are there. Here, these are all financial data analysis, retail industry, telecommunication, data mining applications, data that means real-time uses, biological data analysis, data mining in a specific application, data mining for the intrusion detection. Here, these are all totally 6 different applications are there. Data mining for the financial analysis here. For example, cyber crime, for example, internet crimes, data mining for the retail industry, supermarket, Here, how can you perform the supermarket analysis? You use a sales and shopping mall, multi-dimensional analysis of sales and customer products, time under requisition. Here, this is a you apply the data mining techniques in a retail industry. And then other one, data mining for the telecommunication. For example, some identification of usual patterns, and then data mining in a biological data analysis. Here, discovery of structural patterns and analysis of genetic networks, and then protein pathways. And finally, data mining, other specific applications, satellite, imaginary, and then GIS, rocket launching, data mining for the intrusion detection in the security purposes. Here, data mining, the development of data mining algorithms for the intrusion detection, association and correlation analysis, and aggregation to help the select and build the discovery tool, analysis of stream data, distributed data mining. This is a something about the data mining technique. Okay, thank you.